Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, DDay 0930 hours, Turn 19, Part 1. For all the details, gotta go back and watch the introduction video, which was the previous video. Looking at Omaha Beach. And over in the hedgerows, Tan. Before we can get to the first dice, which is US, we have an airstrike to roll for, the 506th PIR, 1st Platoon Commander, Captain Carey, center screen. He called in the airstrike last turn, and it's going to be coming in right where that white marker is, next to the 6th Fallschirmjäger, 1st section leader, pretty much on top of him. And after we address this airstrike, we also have a artillery strike that was called in by the 916th Grenadiers, 1st Platoon Commander, who is now deceased, center screen, in the trench. But the artillery strike can still come in, and it's been called in here on top of the M4 Sherman with the bulldozer blade that's just about to push these obstacles out of the way. I can quickly go over who's on the beaches. So the 916th Grenadiers 1st and 2nd Platoon are defending Omaha Beach, and they've taken over 50% casualties, and they are in big trouble, which was inevitable. Attacking from the far right flank, 2nd Rangers, Company C, 1st Platoon, 2nd Platoon, some of the Ranger heavy weapons just in front of them, reaching the high tide mark. 116th Infantry Company A, 1st Platoon, and 116th stretches all the way to the far left flank where their heavy weapons are pretty pinned down right now. 743rd Tank Battalion Company A, 1st and 2nd Platoon. 1st Sergeant still in the fight. Company Commander is knocked out. The Sherman Crocodile flamethrower tank following the dozer. They made a path. The dozer made a path earlier in the fight. And then over in the hedgerows, the 506th 1 Platoon have nearly wiped out the 1058 Grenadiers 1st Platoon. A few soldiers left. And the 6th Fallschirmjäger are pretty fresh. They're 1 Platoon. And they're moving reinforcements up to replace the broken right flank where the 1058 Grenadiers and some of the 6th Fallschirmjäger soldiers have been pushed back and killed. Center is still held by the 1058 Grenadiers and 6th Fallschirmjäger mixed forces, and the left flank for the Germans along the white stone wall center screen is still got 2 defenders alive there, so it's about to crumble. But then this 3rd line of defense, we'll call it, right here along the 2 bridges leading into Carentan, is pretty stout defenses, both sides of the bridge. To know all the units' exact positions and objectives, you'll have to watch the previous video. And let's roll for this airstrike and see if it's going to devastate the Germans' few defenders left on the left flank. And roll for the airstrike. Here it comes. This marker represents where the 18 inches away from the target Now there's no U.S. forces that need to test to see if they hold their fire against the plane for the flak. We are going to allow the Germans to fire their weapons that have flak. So that's going to be this LMG team here. 5 shots. And it says 5s and 6s, but since I'm allowing the LMGs and MMGs to fire with flak, we're going to call it only on 6s. Does the plane take damage? No hits. Half track won't be able to fire. Turrets are both jammed, front and back. Got another LMG team here. Will allow to fire. 6 Fallschirmjäger, first section. LMG team. 6s. Misses. LMG team, attic of this building. Looking for 6s. Misses. 6 Fallschirmjäger's MMG team is in this building, second floor at the window. Looking for 6s. 1 hit so far. 6 Fallschirmjäger, second section, LMG team behind the white wall. They have another LMG team. They're going to hit on 6s. Plane only takes 1 damage. Needed 3 to stop it. The target unit, take D3 pins. Reroll. 2 pins. And the target unit, by the way, is the 6 Fallschirmjägers, first section assistant leader. Now this first section soldier here at the far left flank of the Germans. 2 pins. Sergeant Reynolds half track. 1 pin. And he's just out of range. This is the platoon leader for the 6 Fallschirmjäger. It's First Lieutenant Reese. He gets lucky, just out of range. That brings Sergeant Reynolds half track up to 3 pin markers and 2 for these 2 soldiers. Let's see what kind of warplane's coming. There's a fighter bomber. I'll take D2 pins, another pin marker, and then he'll be killed on. He's an NCO, so normally he dies on a 6. So he'll be dying on a 3 up and wounded on a 2. So only a 1 will save him. Dead. So the assistant the assistant section leader is killed and the wall is also destroyed. Now there's only the 1 6 Fallschirmjäger defender far left flank and Sergeant Ronald's half track and the platoon leader, First Lieutenant Reese, in the wheat field for these Germans. So I guess you can include the 6 Fallschirmjäger's medic also. That's the defenders all the way till you get to the final German defenders. 506 might just be able to destroy these bridges before turn 24 and stop the armor reinforcements from running over the top of them. Now we'll address the 916th Grenadiers, 1st Platoon Commander, who is now in the afterlife, but he called in an artillery strike before he died. Let's see if it's going to come in on the M4 Sherman with the bulldozer blade on the front. Uh-oh. The artillery strike is going to be decided by 3d6 and a scatter dice, and let's see where this artillery strike's going to come in at. Oh, 12 inches straight. It might hit. Oh, it might hit. Oh, yeah. Knock this tank out. It's definitely going to land right next to the flamethrower tank. Yikes. Alright, an area D6 plus 6 inches is going to potentially, this is going to be really bad. So D6 plus 6, 8-inch area around that point is going to get every unit will have a chance to get hit with heavy howitzer shells. This is potentially going to wipe out this right flank. Looks like we're going to have to address 14 targets. So I'm thinking they better go down in case they get hit right now, because I'm going to roll 2d6 and a scatter dice for each miss, see where the shell lands. So we'll go down with everybody. I think every unit might go down right now. So at least they get hit or half the number of hits each time. So I think anybody who has 2 or more soldiers in the unit are going to go down. Play it safe. Second thought, no one's going down. Let's start with the flamethrower tank, the crocodile. D3 pins on a 1 through 5, and on a 6, heavy howitzer hits the target. This is for the crocodile. These 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad soldiers. Oh, they take a direct hit. We're going to go back to the first miss, the the Sherman Crocodile miss. And it's going to be 2d6 and a scatter dice to see where that miss is going to land. Okay, that first miss lands just in front of this first platoon leader's tank. Now we'll go to the 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad soldiers that were hit. These soldiers will be killed on anything but a 1. Oh, no. They all survive, but they take D6 pins. The odds of that are bonkers. 3 pins. Next up, we'll address the 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon Commander, the 1st Lieutenant. Oh, direct hit. These 2 soldiers will be dead on anything but a 1. 1st Lieutenant and his radio operator are killed. Next up, let's go ahead and address the 2nd Platoon, 1st Squad, LMG team. D3 pins. 3 pins. And then we'll need the scatter dice, 2d6 to see where that heavy howitzer round is going to land. Hopefully it misses. Getting lucky. Another miss lands up here on the high tide mark. Next up, the 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad flamethrower team. Miss. 3 pins. Let's see where it's going to land. Oh, it's going to be close. Lucky again. Now we'll address the 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad assistant leader, and 1 rifleman. Miss. 1 pin. Let's see where that miss is going to land. Take their 1 pin. Oh, maybe take out the T-34 Calliope. This tank's been brutal. Yep, lands right on top of the rockets. A roll for penetration. and it's going to be a heavy howitzer, so that's a 4-inch template, so that'd be a +4 and open, not open top, top armor, so it's going to be a 5 against a 10 armor. I run my medium tanks 10. Here we go. Ooh, nothing. It will take the D3 pins though. 2 pins. I was incorrect. No penetration, no pin markers. Next up, second Rangers, or second platoon sniper. It's gonna take D3 pins, 3 pins. Let's see where this heavy howitzer is gonna land. Harmlessly in the water. Next up, second Ranger, second platoon, second squad, MMG team. Direct hit. They'll be dead on anything but a 1. Such devastation. Still, they've gotten pretty lucky. Let's move forward to address these 3 second platoon, first squad soldiers. D3 pins, 1 pin. They have 2 pin markers now. We get a spot to roll here. See where where that missed round is gonna land. 10 inches back this way. Target, and it's gonna land right on top of the second platoon sniper. He'd be dead on anything but a 1. Next up, second platoon, first squad leader, and 1 soldier. Oh geez, direct hit. Oh man, that's gonna hit the flame trailer too. Should be well, we're only gonna say it's the unit, because if I was to put a big 4-inch template down for each one of these misses, everyone would be dead. So we're just gonna say that unit directly. If it lands a direct hit, it hits just the unit. Gotta be reasonable. Killed on anything but a 1. 1 soldier survives. First squad leader survives. He's gonna take D6 pins, 5 pins, and he'll have to take a morale check. Let's see who he's got nearby. He's got only 1, 2 soldiers in range to provide cover, or to provide morale. There's a couple sergeants nearby, 3 sergeants actually. So that will be, checking here, make sure that's right. 3 sergeants. So he'll be testing at an 8 and under. Passes. He's going to hold his position with his 5 pin markers. Next up, the first platoon, second squad LMG team. Another direct hit. I'd say I'm going to bring artillery forward observers. I think from now on, the air strikes can be devastating, but these artillery strikes are just absolutely devastating, especially in tightly packed soldiers assaulting a beach. All right, these soldiers here, dead on 2 soldiers dead on anything but a 1. It's interesting. This second Rangers Company C first platoon had 0 soldiers KIA coming into this 0930 hours turn 19, and now they just taken awful losses. Those soldiers are killed. Next up, the 2nd Rangers, 1st Platoon, 2nd Squad Assistant Leader, and the BAR Soldier. Miss. I'll take D3 pins. It's 1 pin. Alright, where's that miss going to end up at? 5 inches forward. Next up, 1st Platoon's 2nd Squad Assistant Leader and 2 soldiers with rifles. Miss. D3 pins. 3 pins. Let's get the scatter dice. See where it's going to end up. 5 inches. Ooh, looks like it's going to land safely. Next up, I think this is the last target. It's the 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Squad, Assistant Leader, and 3 soldiers, 1 with the BAR. Miss. D3 pins. 2 pins. Where's that miss going to land? We're going 5 inches this way. Alright, it's going to land short. Wow. Artillery strikes. Deadly. Still got pretty lucky considering could have lost their T-34 caliber. These 3 soldiers here survived with the roll 3 1s. Amazing. Horrible. And actually the 916th Grenadiers 1st Platoon commander who called it in is dead. Devastated by, was it the hit here? I think the T-34 caliber wiped out all these Germans, most of these Germans. But the platoon commander from his radio operator actually fled backwards. Wow, that was epic. Now that we've addressed the terrible airstrike and horrific artillery strike, we will, before we can move on to the first dice of 0930 hours, turn 19, we'll have ambush roll-offs for basically the initiative. And just if anyone's curious, 8 men were just KIA by that artillery strike. Still made out pretty well. There's a lot of misses right in between. Now, if I would have put the template down, the 4-inch template, been a lot more KIA because we would have been able to include other units nearby. But I think 8 men KIA is still a great victory for the Germans, who are breaking and are sure to break within a few turns. We'll have ambush roll off now. German brown dice and US green dice. Tie. Reroll. It'll be a US ambush. Well, next time will be a US ambush starting off, and then we'll continue ambush roll-offs until both US and German forces have used all the ambushes that they desire. And then we'll get to that first dice of 0930 hours, turn 19. Thanks for watching. I'm going to call it a night after the success of that artillery strike. Good spot to call it for the night. 3 nights, be back to the action. Thanks for watching.